The media launch for the 2025 Lucian Junior Carnival held insightful discussions at the GIS studio. With the addition of a new segment and the theme of inclusivity this year, the Junior Carnival will be looking very exciting for St. Lucia. Tourism Investment, Creative Industries, Culture and Information Minister Honorable Ernest Hilaire expressed great excitement for this year's carnival season, noting that it could be our biggest yet. He mentioned that the government plans to provide increased financial support for the Junior Carnival, especially to the participating bands. However, he also highlighted an emerging concern regarding the high cost of costumes.
I don't think the junior bands should start getting so ambitious, especially in some of their costumes, because it will outprice the average person. Because I noticed the last time some of the king and queen costumes always started to have, those things cost money.
And that's why some of the bands lost out.
Yeah, it costs money, and I think they might be individual parents, because if my daughter jumping up and things like that, I want to make sure she had the best costume, and I might be able to afford it. But then you start creating a situation where a very select few are really...
Hilaire emphasized the importance of keeping costume prices affordable for the benefit of the bands and participants. The Carnival Planning and Management Committee aims to make this year's festivities even better than the last by introducing new and exciting elements such as a SOA Competition. Committee Chair Tamara Gibson shared the inspiration behind this addition.
We noticed that, again, it's part of our pillars, sustainability. How do we keep our culture, how do we preserve it for future generations? You have to cheer in the youth. They're the ones who are going to push it. They're here in the next 30 to 40 years. They're the ones who are going to make sure that the next generation has an opportunity to be part of this part of our culture. So yes, so we said, okay, we need to get the youth involved in a SOA competition. Dennery segment is really what put Lucian Carnival on the world stage, and we have to find ways of ensuring we preserve that, and it's there for many years to come.
Ministry of Education Curriculum Officer for Music, Jason Joseph, discussed the committee's goal this year to foster inclusivity by encouraging as many schools as possible to host their own activities. He shared that he has been working towards this movement for quite some time.
For it to happen, we need individuals at the schools, most likely teachers, who are passionate about Calypso enough to have their own shows. That is important because whilst it's a good thing to have the competition at a national level and to have participation, I think it is even more important to develop the Calypso art form. And the way to do that and to get maximum participation from students is to have it on a school level. You get a lot more students participating, a lot more students involved. Some schools have had it, for example, St. Joseph's Convent in the past at a class level. So you have whole classes involved.
Joseph highlighted that these school competitions help develop writers, musicians, stage managers, and MCs. He emphasized that such initiatives are vital for nurturing local talent and should be continued. Delma Polius, band leader of the Happy Feet Junior Carnival Band, shared some of the new initiatives they are implementing this year.
Apart from being creative, we know that parents wonder, why should I spend that money on a carnival for my kid? And a few months later, I would have to be buying school books. So you have to weigh that option. And Happy Feet is coming on board, giving the kids school supplies. So that's something that we have implemented within our band. Apart from your costume, we give the kids school supplies, who would limit on the purchase that their parents would do.
And is also seeking more sponsorship and plans to offer scholarships to its members. This year, the Happy Feet Band will parade for the third time under a theme, A Powdered Dream, blending elements of fantasy and culture. The Junior Calypso competition will feature 10 primary schools and 10 secondary schools, while the SOA competition will include 8 primary schools and 8 secondary schools. Kayla Edwin, MBC Prime.